our Black, Latino, and Native American. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go. You got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right, if shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go right. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Well, anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though. B-Raw.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though. B-Raw.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that.
How about some y'all shot right there? Move that song! Move that song! Move that song! The Father we fear! The Father we fear! Yehovah! Israel! 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 Shalom Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and you know what time it is. It's the Lord's 57th annual Passover, and it's going to be held in Houston, Texas on April 4th. Don't forget, bring your family, bring your friends, because this is going to be the time that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans can come under one roof in one house and to serve the Lord. It's that time. $200 per person. Don't forget, over the age of 17. Don't forget the Lord's Passover. It's coming.
Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one. It was written.
It's that time of year. We're going to be in Houston, Texas from April 1st to April 5th. Celebrating the Lord's 57th annual Passover under Commanding General Yohana. Jam-packed, full of events, line dancing, fishing, horseback riding, rides for the kids, bounce houses, and the annual lamb slaughter held at the BH Ranch. And it ain't no party like the all-black party, the annual all-black party. 14149 Player Street in Houston, Texas. You know it's gonna be lit. all leading up to Saturday, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. You still got time. Go to ISUPK.com to pay your Passover fee. 18 and over, $200. You do not want to miss the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Houston, Texas. Shalom.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crackers take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get away with adversity. And these days just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
All right, shalom, Israel. Let's fix that. All right, let's fix. Get this camera straight. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Richmond. Shalom, Virginia. Make sure we good to go everywhere. And it looks like we are. We only going to be up on YouTube today. If you're tuning in on Facebook, actually, you would have to come to the YouTube link. So, yeah, we only up on YouTube today. Get the banner scrolling on the bottom. All right. We are. First off, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? First off, clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of this Bible that all so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indigenous people are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. And in that very same Bible, the oppressor, the white man, the colonizer, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization. If it is not the Israelite school and universal practical knowledge, it is not the truth. They are lying to you about something that you can believe in. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely lying to you if it's not the ISUPK. Again, we've been at it since 1969, so it's a lot of copycats. It's a lot of imposters out there. You know what I'm saying? But if you are here tonight, you in the right spot. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan Qadash, or the Holy Tongue, which is the language that so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous people spoke before they were put into slavery, before they lost their heritage, like it says in Jeremiah, before they discontinued their heritage. Before we got on them slave ships, we had a language. Before even our Native Indigenous Latino brothers got over here on this side of the earth where nobody else was at, we had a language. We had a language, we had a heritage, and we had a culture, and we lost it following behind these other nations, following behind these other people. And what we've been doing in here is going back to this Bible to learn what the Lord requires of his people. We found our identity. We found who we were. We found out what we were supposed to be doing. And by doing that, reclaiming our identity and reclaiming our heritage, you know what I'm saying, we regain the protection of the Most High. You feel me? The Bible says the truth shall make you free. And the reason why we are still underneath our oppressor is because we were never taught this Bible before. But if you're here tonight, you're going to get taught it tonight. This is the Lashawan Qadash class where we come to actually learn our language. Tonight, we're going to be going over reading from Numbers chapter 22, verse 16, up to Numbers 23, chapter 23, verse 23, in preparation for tomorrow, Shabbat. This class right here, we do a little bit different. Now, we online pretty much every day. You're going to find some of us somewhere in part of the world online, 7 p.m. Eastern, you know what I'm saying, Pacific and Mountain Standard. You're going to find us online somewhere teaching because this is what we have been called to do. But on Fridays for Virginia, this is what we do, the Lashawan Qadash class. This class we do a little bit different. There's actually a link inside of the chat. If you want to hit that link, you can actually come on stage with any language you want to be able to practice speaking it, pronouncing it, reading, and so forth with one another. And due to this captivity, we don't get the time to do it like we would like to. So we try to make sure we make ourselves available so we can come and log on and again go over, speak to one another in the Hebrew, talk to one another, read in the Hebrew together. And here we learn the Assyrian and we learn the ancient. The ancient is what they call the Paleo Hebrew. That's the original. That's that original. Just like ISUPK is that original. All your fake Israelite groups is a spinoff, a byproduct, a watered down version of the ISUPK. And it's the same with these other languages. It's the same with the Yiddish, with the Assyrian that the oppressor speaks. It's the same thing, but that original is that Lashawan Qadash. So we learn both in here. When you read the Bible, you're going to find that the records are in Hebrew, in the Yiddish, and then in the second portion of it is going to be in the Greek. And again, this is all due to the captivities. There's an old saying to the victor goes the spoil. The victor writes the story. And unfortunately for us, we've been the victims of the oppressor, of the Romans, of the French, the Dutch, Spain, the Portuguese, the Americans, aka white people, for a very long time. And so the history that we know is a skewed, distorted, demented version of what actually happened. And here again, we come back and we learn the actual truth. You know what I'm saying? So again, the water for everybody joining us tonight. First and foremost, to all the Akim, to all the brothers that's out there watching, y'all about to shop like a thumb, to all the brothers, to all the Akim, to all the Akwathian, Yahweh Shema, Latham Bashim, Yahweh Shai, all the sisters out there. Let's see who we got with us tonight. First, we got Aqua for Aya checking in. Yahweh Shema, Latham Bashim, Yahweh Shai. Always good to see you, sis, from Chester, VA. We also got Officer Mataza Akara, Officer 1000, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Mataza Akara checking in as well. Yabashim Shabakata one. We also got Princess Tazarai. Princess Tazarai checking in. Yawashamalatan Bashim Yawashai. Shalamia Tawab, Princess. The water for asking. Shalamia Tawab. Again, that link is in the chat. That link is in the chat if you're available. Even if you can't get on screen, that's to why, but we can just hear you audibly. That'll be fine as well. A little bit of we're gonna add a couple of words tonight. We're gonna add a couple of new words to our black book, our repertoire, our Rolodex, our lexicon. We're gonna add a couple more words to it. We also want to break down a couple of sentences. What I'm gonna do is, just for everybody, I know some of the students like to get a little head start. So what I'm going to do is actually type in the sentences we're going to go over tonight. Our first sentence for tonight is going to be, we celebrate. Make sure I spell it correct. You know, them damn haters will jump in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And swear up and down. Look, you can't even spell. The oppressor is about the dumbest people in the doggone world, but they love to try to joust with the UPK and futility. You know what I'm saying? But we celebrate the living, not the dead. That's going to be our first sentence for the night. Our first sentence for the night is going to be we celebrate the living, not the dead. That's our first sentence for the night. It's a very important concept, very important lesson that you'll only learn here in the ISUPK. Everywhere else in the world, we'll learn to hold on to the dead. We'll learn to celebrate the dead. Our Latino brothers have a holiday called Dias de las Muertes, Day of the Dead. You know what I'm saying? Day of the Dead, where they celebrate. We paint murals on the wall of the dead. We get tattoos all up and down our body of the dead, holding on to the people that are already gone. And it's so ill-advised and detrimental to us, our psyche, our community, to each other. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about holding on to the dead, is that you don't make room for the living. You don't make room for the living. You don't open up your heart, you know what I'm saying, your mind to accept other people. You close yourself off, you know what I'm saying? Even though death is a natural part of life. If you are here, you gonna check out at some point. You know what I'm saying? You go check out at some point, and that's okay. That's all right. That's how we make room for the brothers and sisters that's already passed, for them to come on back into the earth again. You feel me? That's just a natural cycle of life. The thing is what you do in between, and the way that you check out, the way that you get out of here. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says the day of your death is better than the day of your birth. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave a certain way. You know what I'm saying? For the officers, the priests and officers in here, we want to die a glorious death. You know what I'm saying? On this battlefield, sword in hand. That's a glorious death. It's not a glorious death to die behind some damn crack pipe, or die behind some damn in some dirty hotel. You know what I'm saying? Doing all kinds of illicit things we ain't got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? With some other brother's woman. You know what I'm saying? Or some sister with somebody other than her husband. You feel me? That's not a glorious death. It's not a glorious death to die at the hands of these devils. You know what I'm saying? When they snatch us out our cars unarmed, you know what I mean, and take us out, or die behind bars suffering. That's not a glorious death. We want to die a glorious death doing the work of the Most High. And we celebrate the living. If you hold on to the death, you can't celebrate your brothers and sisters right here. And you stop fighting for what's important. If you don't fight to make this thing better, you're going to leave, come back, and it's going to be worse off than it was before. So our first sentence tonight, again, is we celebrate the living, not the dead. And our second sentence, right along with what time it is, I know y'all saw the commercials coming in. Our second sentence is going to be the Passover, not Easter, the Passover, because Christ didn't celebrate Easter. Easter is a sin to celebrate. That's what them old filthy, wicked Christians celebrate, following behind this oppressor and serving all these other gods. We celebrate the Passover. The Passover will be wonderful. The Passover will be wonderful. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to the Passover for us. You know what I'm saying? It's a commandment by the Most High for us to come together for the Passover. But, you know, it's like a big family reunion. It's like a big family reunion. When you come into here, and I know a lot of brothers will attest for me, or you know what I'm saying, will testify. Or I hate to use that word, testify, and damn Christians, but we'll say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll say the same thing. You come in here, and it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing feeling because you're actually around brothers and sisters that's like-minded like you. And for most of us, it's a first. For most of us, it's a first because you're in the world and you wonder why you don't fit in the world. You're in the world and you wonder why, you never merged with everybody. You didn't like to go with the crowd like everybody else. It always felt like something just wasn't right. This was wrong. Why my people don't see it, but I see it. But when I say it, they look at me like I'm crazy. You come up in here and you realize that it wasn't you, it was them. And you come in here, you're around your actual, your new family. The family that the Lord reserved for you, you know, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. In the Passover, we get to all come together. So our second sentence for tonight is going to be the Passover will be wonderful. So again, if you one of those, I won't say overachievers, but you know how Israel do. You know what I'm saying? You want to get a head start, a little jump start on the sentences that we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be working on those sentences, breaking those down. And then we're going to be reading again from Numbers chapter 22, starting at verse 16. And we're going to go from there, take a scripture, depending on where we're at in the class, and we're going to get it on. All right. I'm going to start with our alphabet or our foundation. I hate to always say alphabet because it's so much more. You know what I'm saying? Our words are so much more than just an alphabet. And we're going to get it on. We're going to get it on. Should be a good class tonight, Lord willing. If you have any questions, by all means, make sure you ask. If this is your first time in one of our classes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm damn face fading in and out. But if this is your first time in one of our classes, that made a whole lot worse. If this is your first time in one of our classes, make sure you put your city name and state in the chat so we know how to properly address you. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions. Now, we do try to stay on topic for the Lashawan Qadash class. We do have other classes that address some a little bit more question-based, especially our scripture breakdown class. If you're one of them nuts to just like to argue and debate for clout purposes, this ain't your night. Don't do it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the most patience in the world. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it to yourself. You feel me? But again, if you do have any questions that's on topic, concerning the class, by all means, ask. This is what we're here for. We are not the Christian church. We're not the Christian church. That word church in the Bible is by Yaf Saparium, or house of books, a school. Church was supposed to have been a school to teach us what the Lord required of us. You know what I mean? And it never taught us that. It taught us what the white man required of us. It taught us how to be the good slaves and stay out of massa way and be good for massa and make massa proud. You know, and be the best producer. That's what it taught us to be. The Bible teaches you how to be free. Now you to leave or kill off that slave mind and adopt this free mind. But we're gonna get into it tonight again at the water. For everybody joining us, we got Officer Yabakar checking in, joining us. Yabashim Shabakatha, Israel Akwa Fazara Kha checking in. Most High Christ, good to see both of y'all checking in. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get it on. I'm gonna start with our alphabet. We'll go from there. Once we get through this, I'll start bringing brothers and sisters up on stage. Notice I said brothers and sisters up on stage. You feel me? So again, don't be shy. Don't be shy. A lot of us who is in the world, we wasn't shy in the world. Don't get in the truth and get shy. Get in here and switch it up. You wasn't shy in the world. Man, I don't believe that. I know you wasn't shy in the world because I wasn't shy in the world. Well, I was a little bit, not too much though. This depends. It depended, Aqua, right? It depended. Sometimes I was. Sometimes. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and get it on and get started. Our first character is gonna be the Ah. All right, you have Ah on your left in the ancient, and you have Ah on the right in the Assyrian. The Ah stands for Alap or cow or cattle. Alap or cow or cattle. All right, I'm gonna go through these fairly quickly. For the most part, brothers and sisters should have them. But if you don't and you want me to stop or slow down, again, throw it in the chat, jump on screen, let me know. We can definitely slow down for it. Again, we here to learn. We are definitely here to learn, not just go through the motions. All right, next up is going to be the Ba. It's going to be the Ba. You have Ba on your left in the ancient, and then you have Ba on your right in the Assyrian. The Ba stands for Bayath or tent, or Bayath or tent or house. All right, Bayath. All right, next up is going to be the Ga. It's going to be the Ga. You have Ga on your left in the ancient, and you have Ga on your right in the Assyrian. That Ga stands for Gamal or camel. You got Trooper McCall Yala checking in from Richmond, VA. We also got Aquaf the Broad checking in from Richmond, VA. You know what I'm saying? She says she driving. Take your time. I don't know what that weather look like out there, but take your time. Don't give them damn devils no opportunity to say nothing to you. Say, take your time, take your time. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be right here when you get on screen. All right. But that's the Ga. That Ga stands for Gamal or camel. All right. Next up is going to be the Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient, then you have Da on your right in the Assyrian. That Da stands for Dalath or door, tent flap. Tent flap, open into that tent, right? And also that Da is King David's name. It's one of the things that we get questioned on the most. So many of you devils, so many of you dumb devils will jump in the chat and you will go, what about the Star Remfram? Who is that Star Remfram? And I, knowing that you've never asked the Jewish man this ever in your life, you never asked the imposter that, but you see black men and women wearing that shield, and it bothers your soul. It bothers your soul. In the same land that they say you have the freedom of religion in. Everybody got the freedom of religion unless you black, Latino, or Native Indian, or Native Indigenous, and you know that you're a child of God, and you know that you're an Israelite. Then that's when the questions get started. But this is the Dawadah. This is the Dawadah, and it's just King David's name in the Hebrew, his insignia, his insignet. When you saw that shield, you know that was that you know who that belonged to. You know who those people were. All right, and that's what we wear. And we're bringing back that honor to that holy seal of Zion that's been stolen and hijacked by the imposters. Stolen and hijacked, just like America. They not only did they not steal our shield and call it a star, they done stole your president. They done stole your president. They got Trump on them puppet screens. You know what I'm saying? They done stole them too. You feel me? The whole world getting a little taste of Revelations 2 and 9, and a little taste of Revelations 3 and 9. All right. Yahweh Shemarathon, Bashim Yahushua. We got Aquaf Tower Bot in the building. Most High Christ checking in from Charles City. Good to see you, sis. You know what I'm saying? Next up is going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient, and you have Ha on the right in the Assyrian. That Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. I'm going to drop the link one more time. Am I? Am I? Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. I'm going to drop the link one more time in the chat. Again, if you're available to get on screen, by all means, come on, don't be shy. Come on up. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're properly dressed. If you're a sister, you got your head covered. Brother, you got your head uncovered. You feel me? You ready to roll? If you're one of the ones in the world, don't come in here without no clothes on. You won't make it. You won't make it to the main stage. You won't make it to the main stage at all. All right. Next up is going to be the Wa. You have Wa on your left in the ancient, and you have Wa on your right in the Assyrian. That Wa stands for Wawa or fish hook. Wawa or fish hook. All right. Next up is going to be the Za. It's going to be the Za. You have Za on your left in the ancient, and you have Za on your right in the Assyrian, and that Za stands for Zion or weapon. Zion or weapon. Which is how you know it's a big difference in between Christianity and what's actually inside of this Bible. The Lord didn't call us to be no punks. Christianity did that. Christianity did that. Next up is going to be the Cha. Now, this right here, this is the character that actually takes a little more effort to pronounce. It's Cha, like you have, like you're scratching the roof of your the top of your mouth. On the Cha, you have Cha on the left in the ancient, and you have Cha on the right in the Assyrian. And Cha stands for Kawama or fence. Kawama or fence. All right. Check something real quick. All right, Most High Christ. All right, Salakia. All right, next up is going to be the Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, and then you have Ta on your right in the Assyrian. That Ta stands for Tanah or basket. For Tanah or basket. All right. Salakia, I'm sending this text real quick. All right, Tanah or basket. All right. Next up is going to be the Yah. You have Yah on your left in the Assyrian, Aslak in the ancient. Then you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian. Yeah, Yah stands for Yad, Yad or hand, Yad or hand. All right. Next up is going to be the Ka. You have Ka on your left in the ancient, and you have Ka on your right in the Assyrian. You'll see that Ka in the Assyrian has two characters where that red arrow is pointing at. That's going to be the Ka that would come at the end of a word. If it falls at the end of that word, that would be the Ka at the end of that word where that red arrow is pointing at. The Assyrian has 5 characters that are like that. All right. Damn oppressor has to make everything more complicated. All right. But that's all right. That Ka stands for cop or palm. Cop or palm. Next up is going to be the La. You have a La on your left in the ancient, and then La on the right in the Assyrian. That La stands for Lamad or learn. Lamad or learn. Or staff. All right. Next up is going to be the Ma. You have Ma on your left in the ancient, and you have Ma on your right in the Assyrian. Again, that Ma is another one that has 2 characters in the Assyrian where the red arrow is pointed at. That's the Ma that will be at the end of a word. Ma stands for Mayam or water. Mayam or water. And right now, as we speak, we got about 5,000 Marines in the water headed over to Iran. Most High Christ, give the Lord a hand for that. Getting on, ready to get it on to defend this Epstein regime. Get ready to defend this Epstein regime. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you Black, Latino, or Native Indian, you better not take your ass over there. If you Black, Latino, or Native Indigenous, I say it again, no DEI, right? No DEI. This is not our fight. This Na stands for Nawan or sprout. Where the red arrow is pointing at, that's the Na that will fall at the end of a word. Nawan or sprout. All right, next up is going to be the Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient. You have Sa on your right in the Assyrian. That Sa stands for Samak or establish. Samak or establish. Next up is going to be the I. You have I on your left in the ancient. And you have I on your right in the Assyrian. That I stands for Ayan or I. Ayan or I. Then you have the Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient. Pa on your right in the Assyrian, where that red arrow is pointing at. That's the Pa that you will see at the end of a word. Kind of looks like a staff, not to be confused with them homosexual staff that they be using in those Greek fraternities. Yeah, I said it because it's the truth. It's the truth. Officer Shamaga Bottom broke down a couple of classes on those fraternities. And the more you search and research them, the more diabolical it is. Some of the things that our people are into. All right. Pa stands for mouth. Pa stands for mouth. Next up is going to be the Tazah. It's going to be the Tazah. And I happen to know this is Princess Tazarai's favorite character. Tazah stands for Tazad or side. Tazad or side, where that red arrow is pointing at. That's the Tazah. It will be at the end of a word. All right, next up is going to be the Qua. You have Qua on your left in the ancient, Qua on your right in the Assyrian. That Qua stands for quam or rise. Quam or rise. Get up, wake up, rise up. Rise up. The scriptures talk about us laying down for the oppressor to walk over. And this is exactly what we do. We lay down and let that damn devil just walk over us. And the Most High is telling us to rise up. Kwam Yasha'Allah, rise up. All right. Next up is going to be the Ra. You have Ra on your left in the ancient, and Ra on your right in the Assyrian. That Ra stands for Ra'ash or head. Ra'ash or head. All right. Next up is going to be the Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient, and you have Shah on your right in the Assyrian. Shah stands for Shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. And last but not least is the Tha. You have Tha on your left in the ancient, and then Tha on your right in the Assyrian. That Tha stands for Thaw or mark. Thaw or mark. All right, I'm going to stop this as promised. We're going to get ready to start bringing brothers and sisters up to the stage. See, the brothers trying to make me out to be a lie. I don't see no brothers back there yet. But that's all right. We still going to get it on. All right. Who we got up? Who got up in here first? I think Aqua Rye was the first one. The joint. Actually, you know what? I think Aqua Thara what's going on?
Salakia, sir. I'm kind of a little upset right now. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatha Bashem Ashai, sir.
Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatha Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the Wab. The Bible says oppression maketh the wise man mad. That's all right. You're in class right where you're supposed to be at, so ain't no sweat. It's good to see you, Aqua. Next up, we got Prince S. Tazarah in the building.
Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatha Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham by Hashem Yahweh Shai. How are you doing tonight? My Shalom Ka.
Shalom Yatawab.
Most High Christ, what you been doing today?
Well, I'm happy I didn't have to go to school today, so I made me and Daddy waffles this morning.
Oh, snap.
Pancake mix.
What? You made some waffles from scratch, sound like. Most High Christ. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Most High Christ. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You got your cowboy boots?
Yes, they're in my suitcase.
Oh, snap. Princess Tazarah said she's going to be stomping in her cowboy boots. I think I might have to give me some too, Princess Tazarah. I had to give me some too. All right, last but not least, we got Aqua Ra'aya. You got a sign language? I heard you might be you might be doing sign tonight, sign language.
Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathon Bashem Yahweh Shai.
All right, Most High Christ, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathon Bashem Yahweh Shai. If y'all not familiar with Virginia weather will do this to you. It will steal your voice like a thief in the night. So don't be pressured to speak tonight, sis. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just write your stuff down, that's to Rob. And we'll go from there. Do not be pressured to overdo it, because you're gonna have to be vocal for Passover. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be vocal for Passover. All right. So again, that link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. So again, if you are available, come on, jump on stage. But we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving so we can get through everything tonight. Next up, we're going to do our prepositions, because that is going to come in handy or come into play later on when we get ready to do these sentences. So we're just going to go over our prepositions real quick. Again, we're going to go through them real quick. If you have any questions or want to stop or slow down, just let us know. All right. Aqua Tharapa.
Come on, sir.
When you read in Hebrew, right? When you read in that Lashawan Qadash, what direction do you read?
From Salakia, left to right.
Try it one more time.
I'm in Salakia, sir. Right to left.
Love, Most High Christ. Give a hand. Most High Christ. When you're reading the Hebrew, you read the Hebrew from the right to the left. We've been taught everything backwards in America. We've been taught everything backwards, and give Aqua Tower Ba for hand as well. Good to have you back in class, sis. Right to left, we read from right to left in the Hebrew, from right to left. All right. We're going to talk about some prepositions real quick. Prepositions, that pre and prepositions means before or first. That pre prepositions go before a root word. Best example for prepositions that I like to use is Ba'ashem. It's a word that you hear us say all the time. You hear us say it in a greeting and a salute. Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Alatha, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's what the sisters say when they're greeting, or when a brother's greeting a sister. That Ba'ashem means in the name. The Ba means in, the Ha means the, and the Sham means name. So that's one of your best examples to use the prepositions Ba'ashem to indicate I or I am. That would be I as a preposition. We just went over in being Ba as a preposition. Do is Da as a preposition. We went over the being Ha as a preposition. If you see that Y as a preposition, it's going to be and. If you see that Ya as a preposition, that will be he. If you see that Ka as a preposition, that's going to be like. All right. Or like or as. If you see La as a preposition, that's going to be to. Ma would be of. Sha would be pertaining to. And Tha, in most cases, that Tha, like Salakia, like tonight, that Tha would be future tense if it's at the beginning of a root word. It just gave y'all a little hint into one of the sentences that we got. That Tha will be utilized tonight in one of the sentences that we have for future tense. You know what I'm saying? Just give a little hint. All right. Next up is going to be our possessive adjectives. When we're trying to describe possession. There you go. When we're trying to describe possession of a root word, we use our possessive adjectives, and they go after the root word. Like when you saw Aqua Tazara say Ma Shalom Ka. She was asking, how is your peace? How you doing? What's good? You all right? You know how we speak to one another. I replied, Shalom Yah. That Yah at the end as a possessive adjective means my. Shalom, peace, my peace is Tawab. Shalom is Tawab. I'm doing all right, doing good. You know what I'm saying? This Bible was wrote in the same vernacular that we use today. The same way that we speak is how this Bible is wrote. We've always grew up being ridiculed on the way that we speak, being ridiculed for the way that we speak and talk to one another. And you know what I find amazing about that, Aqua Fryer? They got this thing called AI right now. And AI, with all of its knowledge, and as smart and as wise and as intelligent as it is, it had two AI computers talking to one another. And as they started to talk to one another, they were first using the English language. Then that English language turned to binary. You know anything about computers, binary is ones and zeros. Then they started to develop their own language to communicate because it was faster and it was more efficient for the AI, which is what we already do automatically. This is what Black people, Latino people, Native Indigenous do automatically. All right. So again, never be ashamed of who you are. Again, and this Bible was wrote just like us. And this is why can't nobody understand the Bible. This is why they think that Jesus didn't have no daddy. This is why they think Jesus didn't have no daddy. Mary never had no man. You know, this is why they believe these things. Why? Because they look at this Bible through the eyes of our oppressor. And we just different people. No matter how much they try to make us the same, we just different people. All right. So again, for possessive adjectives, that my is going to be ya. To indicate your, that would be ka. To indicate his, that would be wa. To indicate her, that would be ha. To indicate our, that would be nawa. Nawa. All of our words have that I sound to them, that consonant I sound to it. Nawa. All right. To indicate your masculine. Masculine and plural would be come. And feminine plural as your, that would be kun. Masculine plural for there, that would be ma. And feminine plural for there, that would be na. Our words do have masculine and feminine identities to them, which even the other languages do as well, just not English. All right. Last but not least is going to be our subject pronouns. We want to indicate I or I am, masculine or feminine, that would be anya. To indicate you, that would be a tha. He, that would be hawa'a. She, that would be haya'a. We would be a naknawa. We will be a naknawa. You or you all will be a thumb. You or you all feminine plural will be a thun. They, masculine plural, will be hum. They, feminine plural, would be hun. And then to form feminine adjectives, you would just put a hi at the end or yum at the end if it's a masculine plural to pluralize it, and then wath at the end for a plural feminine word, wath at the end, like akwathian. All right. All right. So those are that's all we're gonna go over for our prepositions, our subject pronouns, and our possessive adjectives. All right. Again, and that is gonna come and play a little bit later on when we get to these sentences that we have for tonight. So if you missed, the first sentence was we celebrate the living, not the dead. And the second sentence is the Passover will be wonderful. All right. And just like the same way that we talk, there's always multiple ways to say the same thing. We can be saying the same thing, saying it totally different, and we all go understand what everybody is saying. We all go understand what everybody is saying. I can say, man, that's a bad jacket. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad cover. That's a bad crown. My brothers and sisters gonna know that's a dope crown. That crown is fire. That's a good looking crown. That's a good looking jacket. They're gonna know what I'm talking about. The oppressor is wondering why it's so bad. You know what I mean? Because again, that's the way that we speak to one another. That's the way that we are able to communicate with one another. It's the same thing when it comes to these sentences. There's no really one way to say it. We just want to make sure that we have some kind of way to be able to say it and understand what's being said to us. All right. All right. So I'm going to close that up to free some of these screens. I got about 50 screens open, Aqua Friday. Got about 50 screens open. So the first thing we're going to do, right? The first thing we're going to do is it's going to be for the sentences that we have tonight. There's a couple of words that we haven't done. So because it's a couple of words that we haven't done that might not be part of our vocabulary list, we just going to go over what I know that's is going to be that we may not have touched. Now, one or two of them I know for sure is on our list, but I put them on there anyway just to make sure everybody gets a good little refresher. So when you're going over your sentences, we all on the same page with those. All right. Akwaf, where I is on it. She is on it. You know what I'm saying? I already done jumped out the window. Most High in Christ. All right. I got you. I see where you were going with. I see what you're working with. Okay. We're gonna get to it. Most High in Christ. We're gonna get to it. We definitely gonna get to it. All right. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is go over a couple words. So if you don't already have these in your notes, you want to make sure you go ahead and get these in your notes. And again, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. What I do want to do is kind of go over and give you a chance at least to say it. Princess Tazara, you and Aqua Tharpa might be doing most of the saying because Aqua Fry is reserving her voice. You know what I'm saying? Reserving her voice. So let's go over our new words. What we got first? What we got? Oh, and I do have one more thing I want to ask real quick. We went over the blessing prayer, right? There's one more thing that I want to address real quick before we jump on the lesson. Everybody remember the blessing prayer that we went over, right? Y'all can just nod your head or give me a con in the chat. Everybody, we went over the blessing prayer. Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayaf Saparium, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Hagun, person's name or what you're blessing or what you're asking for, by Hashem Yahushua the Wada Aman. So I have a question. I know we went over it. We went over every word meant in there. There's one word that we didn't cover when we were actually going through it. There's one word that we went over when we went over this prayer that we didn't actually go over, and I didn't break down for you. And I want to make sure that you know what it means when you see it. First off, who knows what word it is? If you think you know what word it is, you can come off mic and let me know, or you can just type it in the chat and let me know. Who knows what word out of the words for the blessing prayer, right? Out of the words for the blessing prayer is one word that we did not really go over. So again, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahab, Bayaf Sapariam, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan. One word in there that we did not go over. Who knows what word that is? Oh, maybe y'all didn't. Maybe it snuck past you. Snuck past you, huh? All right, so I'm gonna let you know what it is. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes to find it. Yeah, a couple more minutes to see if you see it. Yeah, a couple more minutes to see if you see it. We know what Yahweh is. That's the Most High's name, right? We know what Ba'ashem is. Yahweh, Ba'ashem. We know what Ba'ashem is. That's in the name of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? In the name. We know what Yahweh is. That's the name of our King. You know what I'm saying? Who the world ignorantly calls Christ or Jesus. That's Yahweh. His real name is Yahweh. All right. We know what Barak is bless. And so we know Barak Lanawa is to bless us. All right. Barak Lanawa is to bless us. And we know that Wa Yasha'ala, right? Wa Yasha'ala and Israel. Right? And Israel. Waha Bayath and the school. Or Waha Bayath Saparium and the school. And then it says Barak. We went over Barak. Barak is blessed. Then it says Rapa'ah. Then it says Rapa'ah. What is Rapa'ah? Any guesses on what Rapa'ah is? Because Magan is shield. And Hagun is to protect. All right. So that's your shield and your shield, your shield and protect is your Magan Hagun. So the word that we didn't really break down was that Rapa'ah. Who knows what that Rapa'ah is? Who wants to give it a guess? And we haven't went over it before. We definitely haven't went over it before. You're not even going to find it in the blue letter. You're not going to find it in the, I know you're down there looking Aqua Fry. You're not going to find it in the blue letter. Aqua Tower Bob. That's a good guess though. That's a very good guess to heal or restore. That's good. That's good, but not La'a. Have a little deeper meaning to it than that. And let me see, what is the word for heal or restore? Let me see something real quick. Just want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, it is heal or restore, but it's a little bit deeper than that. You are correct, Aqua Tower Bob. It is heal, but it's a little bit deeper than that, though. And that's why I say you won't find it in the blue letter. Not what I'm looking for, or not what I'm referring to. So I'm just going to give it to you. All right. And I'm gonna give it to you by showing you this right here. So let's stop this real quick. You are correct. It is the make whole. Y'all give Aqua Tower Bob a hand because she's on it. She is absolutely on it. But that heal, restoring to make whole, that's specific to a certain person. Or should I say person? To a certain, let's just get it. We're going to go to the book of Tobit. We're going to go to the book of Tobit. Verse 12 and 15. That's specific to the angel Raphael, that Rapa'ah, to heal, restore. It ties right back to the angel Raphael or Rapa'ah. All right. And it says, this is Tobit chapter 12, verse 15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels. The Bible talks about it being 7 holy angels, and it doesn't list the names of all 7. It actually just gives you the name. Salaki, if I'm not mistaken, it gives you Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and then Uriel. So it gives you 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So little discrepancy on one they say that they call Jeriel, but it's the same name that they use as Uriel, and that's in 2nd Ezra. That's also in the Apocrypha one I'm at right here with the angel Raphael. All right, so that Rapa'ah comes from Raphael, which is the heal or restore. This is the angel that's in charge of that. So this is why when we say that prayer, I know y'all are familiar with Jacob's ladder. When Daniel had that vision of Jacob's ladder of the angels going back up and down. When we say the prayers, when we send the prayers up, and the angels is going back reporting, giving the prayers to the Most High. It says that the sins of these damn devils done reached up to the Most High. And it says that our prayer, when it says the Lord doesn't hear our prayer, he doesn't hear the prayers of a sinner. You know what I mean? That angel Raphael is in charge of sending those prayers up to the Most High. So that's why we say that Rapa'ah. All right. But it says, I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels. You know what I'm saying? Which present the prayers of the saints. That's his job, is to present the prayers of the saints. Who are the saints? You go back to Psalms 55, 55, I think 21. If I'm not mistaken, the saints are the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. Those are the children of the Most High. We are the saints. We are the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One of the Most High. So Rapa'ah or Raphael, that angel, is in charge of sending those prayers up and down. And it does mean to make whole and to restore, just like Akwaf Tawabaf was saying, but just like I said, just went a little bit deeper. So definitely give Akwaf Tawabaf a hand. It is great to have you back in class. You know what I'm saying? Again, so that Rapa'ah, that's what that's referring to. So it does mean to heal and restore and to make whole, but it's also referring to the angel Raphael. So I just wanted to make sure I gave y'all that little bit a breakdown, on that. Just so we have a fuller understanding of what we're saying when we're actually saying those prayers. So Raphael is in charge of sending those prayers up and down. And another thing to keep in mind, you feel me? Another thing to keep in mind, think about being in this truth. Think about being in this truth and actually following Christ and actually believing and fearing the Most High. In the church, they teach you to put on a good front and put on a good show. It's all about what people see. You want to make sure you got a nice suit, you got the nice car, you got the nice clothes, and you don't say no bad words. It's all about how you present yourself. Well, in here, in the truth, it's all about how you present yourself to the Most High. It's about everything that you're doing when ain't nobody there around, that you don't think nobody's there watching. Because them angels are always there. You know what I'm saying? Them angels is always there watching. When you think that you by yourself, you know what I'm saying? When you wake up and you got that crust in your eye, when you're at your worst and you're angry and that they done just cut you off and you in that car, you know what I'm saying? When you always got eyes on you, and if you can picture like that, think like that, it helps us to operate in the spirit of the Most High. You feel me? It shouldn't be anything that I shouldn't have to hide, or I shouldn't have to put on a face when I get around my brothers and sisters. I shouldn't have to pretend, you know what I'm saying, once I get around my brothers and sisters. Church people pretend. Church people act a damn fool Monday through Saturday and Sunday evening. Monday through Saturday and Sunday evening, they somebody totally different than they are Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, unless it's first Sunday. First Sunday, they're going to be in church a little bit longer on first Sunday. So first Sunday, they're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, pretend a little bit longer. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, so like it real quick. Going on, Aqua off the bar. Uh-oh. You ain't moving, Aqua off the bar. All right, we're going to give you a second. That internet acting up. I think you got that faster than the internet did because you ain't moving. All right, we'll give her a second to go ahead and click on. If you might have to drop back out, come in, or it might just catch up. But again, see, church people put on the show because it's all about what it looks like on the outside and has nothing to do with the inside. But really following the Most High, really following Christ, That means you're not eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, not just because you out and people can see you, not just because you out at the lamb slaughter, but because you at home, or because you done went to the store and they done put some damn bacon on your sandwich and you got to drive all the way back and be like, I didn't ask for this. You're going to have to fix something else. And you can't just take it off the sandwich. That's not going to be good enough, because the Lord say we ain't even supposed to touch it. You're going to have to remake that, or I won't be coming back. That's what it means to actually follow Christ. So when I brought up Rapa'ah, or that angels, those angels are there watching us. Those angels are there watching us. I mean, what we call the fourth dimension, that you may not be able to see like that. Christians swapping down, they talking to the Lord. They talk to the Lord every day. You know what I'm saying? They talk to the Lord every day, but yet and still they got to put on the front and they got to pretend. We don't have to pretend in here. You shouldn't be pretending in here. When we see you on camera, when you see you off camera, we see you in the school, that should be who you are all the time. And if it's not, that just means you got to work on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just wanted to get to that, break that down. I've been wanting to, since the last time we talked about it, I've been wanting to say it and I kept forgetting. So I just wanted to make sure I went over that Rapa'ah, that angel, that heal restore. It does mean heal restore, but it just had a little bit of deeper meaning in it. Now you will hear some people say that they know the names of all 7 angels. They lying. What that means is they've been reading that book of what I think they call it the Book of Enoch. Book of Enoch is an old fairy tale comic book where the damn oppressor done made up some things. You know what I'm saying? Took a little bit here, a little bit there, and made that up. That's not a book that we recognize. You know what I'm saying? That's not a book that we recognize in here, because it doesn't. It's contradictions in that. And that's how you know it's not of the Most High. All right. So again, I just wanted to go over there and touch on that real quick. And now we're gonna get to these words that we got. We got a couple of words to make up the sentences that we have. Hopefully Aqua Devar be able to jump back up in here. So she got there faster than the internet did. Aqua, she was getting it. She got there before the internet got there. Mozart crack. All right, so the couple of words that we got again, we're gonna go ahead and bring those up once I find them. Go over those, get you to pronounce them. I'll put them in the chat. Aqua Farah, you Tawab, you said we read your translation of Yahweh Tolerant. No, most iron Christ, you're doing great. You're doing great putting it up in there. Let's share the words that we have. A couple of new words that we have. We're gonna go from there. All right, so some of these you may have. I definitely know some of these you've already read. Reason being, the first one is celebrate. Now, celebrate. Everybody in here done read it, because we don't went through Leviticus. We don't went through Leviticus, and we're in Numbers now. And this is something that you see quite often in Leviticus, telling us what to celebrate and what not to celebrate, what to observe and what not to observe. Feast days. Salakia, go ahead, Aqua.
Salakia, sir. I didn't see that word in my vocabulary, but I used the Blue Letter Bible and searched celebrate, and I got halal.
Let's see what you got. Let's see which one you got, because it's gonna be, sometimes it's a couple of different definitions they give you for different words that means the same thing. So let's look at the one you got. You said halal. Okay, yep, halal, and I think I am familiar with that one as well. Let's see.
It didn't specifically say celebrate, but it spoke to kind of a celebration.
I got you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, I'm gonna look up the blue letter on it, and then I'll be able to tell you why I went with this one and not that one. It's not to say that one isn't incorrect, because again, we can say the same thing using different words, and so that's just adding to the. That's just gonna add to the vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull that up over here. Do you know what scripture that was when you pulled it up in the blue letter? The other ones, I think I wrote the scriptures down, but I don't think I got multiple scriptures for celebrate. But let's see what we got. Let's see. Yeah, why are you looking so funny?
Yes, sir. I believe it was Isaiah 38:18.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna bring up the blue letter that I have up, and we're gonna look at it real quick. Go ahead and check it out. Now, blue letter is just another tool that we use to pull up the words. This is celebrate. We're gonna see where it pops up at. Heard a beep. That might be Aqua off the bar. All right, so for celebrate, it gets says 3 times in the KJV. And you say yours was was it this first one, Leviticus? Nope. Isaiah. So you got the one from Isaiah, right? Okay, Most High Christ. Let's get Aqua off the bar up on the screen. I think I see her moving this time. What's going on, Aqua off the bar?
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatham Bashem, Yahweh Shah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatham Bashem, Yahweh Shah. It's good to see you. Internet wasn't trying to cooperate the first time. Wasn't trying to cooperate. But it's good to see you, sis. You doing all right?
I heard you, though. I was moving fast. I am, sir. I am.
All right, Most High Christ. All right, so the one that I pulled came out of there, but we're going to look at this one that you got, Aqua Fry. Let's look at the definition of it. Let's see what we got. So if I go to the interlinear on this one, you'll see, all right, so 4 is Kaya, La'ah, Shawa'al, the grave. All right, let's go to celebrate. All right, and they got halal. Let's go ahead. So let's look at that root word of that one. And of course, it's going to open it in a different screen. So let me pull that screen up now. And halal is a word that you will see. This one is when you see like the halal food that the Ishmael, you know what I'm saying? I think this is where they're getting this from, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see the Strong's information. All right, so primitive word, root word, to shine or hence to make a show, to boast, and thus to be clamorous, to celebrate, to stultify, boast, celebrate. So I didn't go with this one, but it does have that same kind of meaning to it. And you also see a lot of the other words. So the first one that it brought up, though, was like to shine or hence or to make a show. So that's like the first one that it brought up. Glory or give light. So again, it's not that it's wrong. It's just another way to kind of say it. So now that we see what this one means, now I want to go back and show you the other one, Chagad. Let's go back to that one. So again, so it's not that we couldn't use that one. We could use halal. Glory, give, make fame, give in marriage, worthy of praise, rage, renown. So like when they say they have that halal food that they have, if I'm not mistaken, it's almost kind of like a sacrifice, or it's like given to their God when they say it's halal. Now we don't really go into it that deep. We just go in there because it's not pork, crab, shrimp, or lobster. You know what I'm saying? We don't look that deep into it. We don't celebrate those gods. So that's not our purpose in eating it. But I want to say that they do. I almost want to say that they actually pray over it, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's not a sin for us to eat it. It's a scripture that kind of actually speaks to that when it comes to food and not asking too many questions when you in the market. You know what I'm saying? And you getting food, again, because they may be doing it for different purpose, but we know as long as we following our law of our God, that we're to wild. So let's look at the other one now. Let's look at the other one. So I'm gonna stop this one, and I want to go back and look up Kagad, and we're gonna look up the definition of that one. And then we'll hopefully it should make sense why I went with that one instead. And shout out Officer Akal Sapar, Yabashim Shabakatha, Officer 50 Akal Sapar, checking in, Most High Christ. Go back. All right, so that was the other one. The other two are going to be in Leviticus. And again, you know, in Leviticus, it says you shall celebrate your Sabbath. So even right there, as we're reading the scripture, you'll kind of see why I went with that one as opposed to the one in Isaiah. Isaiah saying death cannot celebrate thee. So it's kind of more as a person. It's kind of more describing a person as opposed to an actual event, a thing, and as or a high holy day or so forth, which is why I kind of went with the one in Chagad as opposed to halal. But let's look at the definition of kagag, though. Let's look at that one. All right, so for this one, the word is going to be chagag. As that cha and then gag, chagag. Where you at? Goodness gracious, I'm gonna make my screen bigger. There you go. All right, so the strongest H2287. We're gonna look at it. It's gonna open up in another window. One of the things I hate about this blue letter, as far as trying to share it with y'all, because it pops up on a different screen, but it's all good. We're gonna get it. Everybody, okay, no, she dropped off herself. Okay, so everybody's still on stage. All right, so now for this one, for chagag, if I look at the actual the strongs for this one, maybe. All right, you will see it says to properly move in a circle, to march a sacred procession, to observe a festival, by implication to be giddy, celebrate, dance, hold a solemn feast. So this is why I kind of went with this one as opposed to to halal. But again, it wouldn't necessarily mean that it was wrong. I just felt like this was a better fit for it, if that makes sense. Aqua Fryer. All right. So this is why I kind of went with this one for celebrate. And again, it doesn't make it wrong. Again, it's just another way of saying it. I just felt like this was a better fit for it. All right. Most High Christ. So that's a good job with that. And again, that's a great example of how, again, we can use the different words to say the same thing. And that's the same way that we talk. We can use different words to say the same thing. The main thing is us knowing what those words is. If we know what they are, then we can utilize them like that. It's just that we're learning something different, which can make it seem a little bit more difficult. But if you think about the English language, you do it all the time in the English language. In the English, especially, I know Aqua Farai and Aqua the Bar, I know because y'all work with little kids. Y'all work with children. And so I know that's like one of the first things when children start to learn that this word means this and it means that and it means this. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting for them. So it's something that we do in English all the time. And it's the same thing with this with Hebrew as well. So that's why I went again with chagag for celebrate. All right, the next word is going to be living. It's going to be living or life. I don't know if I think I've shown it before back in like the 70s. They used to always talk bad about Ike Turner. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Ike Turner wore one. A lot of the stars, you know what I'm saying? Ike Turner, Sly. I think he wore one. It was the actual Hebrew. You'll see him like with the necklaces or the rings, and it would say Chaya, and that's saying it was life. It was a symbol of life. You know what I'm saying? Because we were a little deeper back then. You know what I'm saying? We was a little deeper back then. You know what I'm saying? We was a little bit more in touch with who we are. It wasn't to say that they was practicing. You know what I'm saying? They definitely weren't in the school. They weren't practicing, but we were closer to who we were. You know what I'm saying? The further back you go. When you look at our first generation after slavery, we was building whole communities and civilization just because we was separated from that oppressor. The less that we have of them, the more we are of ourselves. And, so I always remember Ike Turner with that chaya, you know what I'm saying, on his neck. And that just means life or living. All right. So chaya is living. Chaya or living. All right. So if you haven't gotten that in your notes, want to make sure you get that one down in your notes. Also, Aqua Fry already went over dead. Now, dead is moth. Now, when you look at the root word, it has that Y in it. It's like mawaf when you look at the actual root word of it. Moth is more singular, right? Moth is more of a singular term. All right, when you're using it, but whenever I see it in the scriptures, it's actually moth, and they'll have a preposition or a prefix on it, but they always use the moth. But the actual root word has that Y in it, mawaf, in it for the actual root word of dead, or to be dead. Is what that mawaf breaks down to. The dead is like moth. To be dead or dying is going to be like that mawaf. All right. Then we have Passover. Now I know everybody know the Passover. Everybody know the Passover. There are several. It's not a lot. We use the King James Version because it's the most accurate. It's the most accurate to the actual Dead Sea Scrolls. It's the most accurate as far as word for word translation of the Hebrew. There's a couple of inaccuracies in it, but once you know the Hebrew, then you'll know what those inaccuracies are. One of them is Easter. So when you see that word Easter in the Bible, when you actually go in the blue letter and look it up, it's going to say Pesach, and Pesach stands for Passover. Easter was nothing to be that was always a celebration of another God. That's not something that we celebrated. Christ didn't celebrate Easter. When they're talking about Christ in the Last Supper, everybody saw that picture at grandma's house with them sitting around. They had them with the most velvet. What's that? That like that crushed velvet portraits they had up. You know what I'm saying? And Christ them up there on the wall, and they all at the table chilling. You know what I'm saying? And the one they gave us was an old white dude in the middle with this woman next to him. A lot of people didn't realize that there was a woman next to Christ in that picture of that Last Supper. If you ever look at one of them old ones, look real close. They got Mary next to him in that Last Supper. You wouldn't even know it. But again, that's the oppressor's definition or his interpretation of it. But that was a Passover meal that the Most High, that Christ was having. That was Passover. He was getting ready to come up on Pesach or the Passover. All right. So Pesach is another word that we have as far as our sentences tonight. And again, but I know that's one you guys probably have. But I just want to go over the fact that when you look up Easter, it's going to say Pesach. We didn't celebrate Easter. Christians celebrate Easter because Christians don't follow Christ. So they celebrate Easter, which is nothing but a damn fashion show. A fashion show and a time for you to wear your gayest apparel if you're a damn man. Piss me off. These try to dress my boys up in pink. I get mad every time I think about it, Aqua, right? I have my boys dressed up in damn pink. These damn Easter eggs or something. Rabbits don't lay eggs. Any Christians is out there watching, rabbits don't lay eggs, and Christ didn't celebrate no damn Easter. It's a celebration of another God. All right. The next word is going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. And the word for wonderful is pala. The word for wonderful is pala. Now, once we actually go ahead and break the sentence down, we're gonna show how we could have said the same thing using different words. Maybe you didn't want to use the word pala. Most said they gayest apparel. That's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? And wonder why our kids now wearing skin tight pants and walking around with man purses, and don't see nothing wrong with it. It's because you brought them up celebrating Easter. That's why they don't see nothing wrong with it. That's why it was a natural transition into that coming out of that Christian church. And the sad part about it is, or the good part about it is, a lot of our youth don't even go to church like that. And it still made that transition, because regardless if you go to church or not, if you're not in here, you are a Christian. I don't care what you call yourself celebrating. You might be coming off Ramadan right now. You a Christian. They like to dye your damn beard red. You a Christian too. You know what I mean? It's all the same thing. It's all the worship of another God, of a false God, and which is what we are forbidden to do as Israelites, as children of the Most High. So that word for wonderful is pala. All right, it's pala. And I want to say that's we got one more. The next one is going to be to be, or will be, or shall be. In the scriptures, it's hayah. Hayah is to be, or will be, or shall be, when you see that in the scriptures, that hayah. And that's an important one to know, because we use this all the time. When we're reading, we actually read this. This is one of the ones that we read quite often. All right. So hayah is to be, or will be, or shall be. Hayah. All right. All right. And with that being said, all right, so I got some alternatives down there. We'll get to those. Let's go ahead and break down these sentences first. All right, so the only person I've seen put it in the chat so far was Aqua Friar. I'm gonna look at yours, see what you got over here. See what Aqua Friar got. I'm surprised Aqua Tababoff ain't throwing it in. Normally she quick on the fingers too in the chat. But let's see what we got. All right, so the first sentence again, we were gonna do was we celebrate the living, not the dead. So I'm gonna put yours up on screen, Aqua for I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna put yours up on screen. You got it in there twice. I'm gonna go with the second one that you put up. And again, if you haven't done it already, that's okay. You can throw it in there now, or I'm just gonna call you, come off mic, and have you let me know what you get. You know what I'm saying? So Aqua for I got we celebrate the living, not the dead. A knock now. We all know that a knock now is we, and we went over Howard Law. She went up. She did put Howard Law, Most High Christ. Y'all, if I don't know if y'all caught that. Now the word that she brought up in Isaiah 38 was her law, but she put Howard Law, and y'all give her a hand for that. But she conjugated that thing the right way by putting that Y in there, which is exactly what she's supposed to do. We celebrate the living, present tense, conjugating we or knock now. You will put that Y. You will put that Y in between the first and second, syllable or word. So it will be a knock now, how law, la. So we celebrate the living, right? La not ha. Hold on now. Not you lost me a little bit. Hold on. All right, so we we celebrate. Okay, so you put we celebrate, then you said not, so we ain't got living in there. So you got go ahead.
I wrote it backwards.
I'm seeing it. That's okay. Hey, that's all right though. That's all right because we all see it, and that's the good thing. That's the good part about it. 2 years ago, we all would have looked at this and say, "Yeah, she got it. Give her a hand. Everybody, give her a hand. Now we looking at it. We're like, hold on. We got a couple of them out of place, so that's a good thing. Ain't nothing wrong. There's no wrong answers in here. All right. So that la is no. Hakaya is the living. All right, the living. Now there is going to be one little change I'm going to do to it when I show you the sentences that I did, because I actually made living and dead plural. I made those plural, and I'm going to show you the scripture that I went off of, that I utilized to write the sentence out the blue letter as well. I use Numbers chapter 16. I use Numbers chapter 16 verse 48, and that's I'll pull it up so we can go over that as well. Ha Mawaf or the dead. So I see how she did that. Then she put a knocking hour for present tense, and so you have to give her a hand for that. Give her a hand for that. We're gonna go over it. Did anybody else, Aquaf Dabara, Aquaf Tharapa'a, Aquaf Tazarai, did y'all want to read what y'all had? Did y'all want to give it a shot what y'all had, or y'all just want to go to what I put down? Aquaf Dabara is like, nope. We all rocking with Aqua for I. We wrote the same thing Aqua for I wrote. I know that's what Princess Tazara gonna say. What you got, Princess Tazara? Watch it.
I agree with mommy.
See, I told you, Moses. I told you. She said we're gonna rock with mommy. We're gonna rock. We're gonna ride out. You know what I'm saying? So that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up now the way that I broke that sentence down. Okay. All right. So we went over our new words. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this screen. We're gonna go ahead and get and pull up the sentences that I wrote out. And again, it's always multiple ways to say the same thing using different words, different expressions. It might be formal, informal. So again, don't take it as what you wrote was incorrect or wrong. And it's just other different ways to say it, and that's what we go over when we in here. All right. So let me pull up our sentences for this class. Where we at? Here we go. All right, so for the first one, we celebrate the living, not the dead. So we all know that we is a knock now. And for celebrate, we went with Chagad. All right. The living would be Ha Chaya. And again, I told you I made mine's plural. So mine's is Ha Chayayam. All right, not the dead, La Ha Mathiam. And let's go ahead and pull it up. Let's see it. Now, what I did was, for the conjugation, right? For the conjugation of that, a knock now being in present tense, what I did was put it in blue just so you can kind of see the difference between the root word and the rules that we did to add to it. All right, if that makes sense. So for we have a naknawa. We know that Chagag is celebrate. Well, the rule for we present tense is to put that y in between the cha, between the first and the second syllable. So that's why you have that y in between there, and to put yum at the end. So it will be a naknawa chawagagyam. All right, a naknawa chawagagyam. And then we have ha chayayam, or the living, because we made living plural. All right. Then it's la'a hamathium, or the dead. We made dead plural as well, because it's for the living, all the living, and not the dead, all the dead. Now, dead and living can both be used as a singular, but in this case right here, I made it in the plural. Akwaf Tower Bob says, Salaki, so I just learned this sentence today. Anya, Ya Bafia, Nabat, Af Yahweh, I Most High Christ. So that would be I am a daughter, Bafia of the Most High. What's now Bad? What is okay, I am a daughter that serves the Most High, I believe. Let me know if I'm correct with me breaking it down. Akwaf Tower Baf. I believe that's what it's saying, because I know I bad is to serve. I am Anya, Bavia, daughter, serve, then the Most High. So you let me know if I broke that down correctly. But Most High in Christ, though, again, it's good to have you back up in here. All right, then I did the same thing. Yeah, y'all give her a hand. Give her a hand for that. Most High in Christ. All right, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Most High in Christ. Okay, yeah, my bad. I put Bavia for daughter. Yep. Okay, as for me, Anya, Bafia, my house. All right. My house. So that now Bob will serve the Most High. So I got you. I Most High in Christ. And if I'm not, I think that's Hebrews, ain't I? think that's Hebrews. I might be wrong on what scripture that is. What scripture is that? Now I'm curious. Let me see if I remember what scripture that is. Or is that? No, I think that started with a P. Is that Philippians? Hold on. Let's see real quick. What scripture is that? All right, so that's Joshua 24:15. All right, so matter of fact, what we'll do is then we'll pull that up then. Once we go through these, if we have time, we'll pull that up then. We'll read it in the blue letter. Yep, Joshua 24:15. We'll pull it up in the blue letter and read that. Most High in Christ. All right, so with this one, Akwaf the bar, you up first. Akwaf Raya is trying to save her voice for the Passover, get her voice back. I'm gonna have you read. If you could read this, break this sentence down for me.
Salakia, sir, you want me to do what?
I want you to read this sentence right here for me. We celebrate the living, not the dead. If you could break that down, read it. If you could read it for me, just to make sure we pronouncing and reading it the correct way. And we know what every word, we know what the words are.
So a naknawa.
And let me know what that is. What is a naknawa?
We.
Okay.
Chawagag yam.
Okay, what's those blue letters in Kawagagian? What is that saying? What word is that?
That Kawagag yam, living, is the root word.
Well, try it again. Hold on. Try it again. Not living.
Wait a minute. I'm moving too fast.
Yep, that's all you do. There you go. Celebrate. Chagag is celebrate. All right. So what's that blue stuff in there?
Okay, so we got the blue stuff is The wa would be the subject preposition, one of them for we.
Okay, so not so much the preposition, but remember when we're conjugating a knocknower in present tense, that's the rule for. Remember that rule for a knocknower is to have that.
For.
Yep, there you go. Is have that y in between the first and second syllable or word, and then putting yum at the end. So that's why I wanted to say just so everybody can kind of point out what's what when we're reading it. All right. Then what else we got?
Ha-kayahim.
All right. What's the root word in that?
So that is the root. Kaya is the root word for living.
For living. Most High Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Kaya is going to be the root word for living. All right.
All right. So the ha and yum.
What is that ha?
Is the prefix.
Okay, what that mean?
It means the.
Most High Christ. And what is that ya? What's that yum? What's that yum do?
That yum is the same as the last yum.
Not necessarily. Well, no, not it's not the exact same as the last one. This yum right here is just to make it is just making it plural. When Aqua Friday did hers, she just put ha chaya, which wasn't really wrong. I just did mine and I just made it plural. So that yum right there just to make it plural.
Okay.
That's all. Yep, it's just making it plural.
Okay.
So when I'm saying the living, I'm speaking about all the living. You know what I'm saying? All the children when I'm speaking of the living.
Okay. And then we have la'ah.
Yep. What's that?
No.
There you go.
Hamathium.
Hamathian. And that's correct.
And,
that's just to make it plural. Okay.
The moth is the root word for dead.
Yep. Moth is the root word for that, for dead.
And again, the yum on the end of this one is to make it plural.
Make it plural. Okay, most of y'all give her a hand. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right. Aqua Tharapa'ah. In this sentence here, a knocknawa, kawagagium, ha chayayim, la'ah hamathium. We celebrate the living, not the dead. What does that a knocknawa mean?
Okay, noodles, but mommy doing something, okay? Son, mommy doing something, okay? You can't say noodles when mommy doing something. Say that again, Salakia, sir.
Oh, you too wop. So in this sentence here, what does that a knocknawa mean?
And that
I'm sorry, take your time. What's a knocknawa mean?
It's right on top of my head.
I'm gonna help you out. That means we or our. You always got help in that chat too. You know your sisters is gonna help you out in that chat.
It's we, sir.
There you go. So that's the we. And the sentence is we celebrate the living. All right. So that next word is going to be celebrate. What's the root word for celebrate? What word means celebrate? Chagag. Yep. So just chagag. Now in our word we got chawagag yum. And the reason why we got that Y and that yum is because that's the rule for when we have a knocknower, when we have we, and it's in present tense. That's the rule that we do. We put that Y in between the first and the second syllable, and we put yum at the end. So it's a knocknower, kawagagium. Can you say that for me? From the beginning. There you go. Knocknower, kawagagium.
Kawagagium. Wait, Salakia.
That's all right.
Anaknawa.
Kawa.
Kawa. Guidum. Wait.
Kawagagium.
Anaknawa. Oh my gosh.
That's all right. Take your time. You
I'm
got
just
it.
frustrated right now.
No,
So
don't get frustrated. You got it. Take your time.
Anaknawa.
Kawagagium. Kawa.
Kawa.
Gagium.
Gagium.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Most High Christ. Now the next word, when you got that yellow word, is ha kayayim. And that is the. That ha means the. And kaya means living. And we just put the yum on the end to make it plural. So when you see the yellow, we just added to say the and to make it plural. But the root word is chaya, and that means life or living. All right, chaya means life or living. So like these little two characters right here, that cha. Now, y'all, you can't see them on your screen. You can't see my mouse. There my mouse go. That ka,
I see it, sir.
Yeah, that ka and that ya, or that ka and that ya, that just means living. All right. So this is ha chayayam. Go ahead and get that a try. Ha chayayam.
Ha kayayam.
No, most of our try. Look, got that right first try. All right. And you know what la means. What's the la mean?
La means no, sir.
La means no. Most High Christ. You probably be telling your son all the time, la. I think I heard you say la, no noodles. I don't know how to say noodles yet in Hebrew. You said no, that must be his funny word. Is that his funny word, noodles?
Con, he watching his show, one of his shows, humble something he's watching right now on the TV. He be copying the people, these little noodle peoples off the table, the tablet.
No, that's how they learn. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how they learn. All right, so now the last word is hamathium. That word math in the middle, that math is for the dead. All right. Ha just means the. And we just put that yum on the end to make it plural. So it's hamathium.
Hamathium.
Most High Christ, hamathium. Okay. All right. Princess Tazarah, you're gonna be up on the next one. Princess Tazarah gonna knock out the next sentence. All right, so y'all did a good job on that again. So we celebrate the living, not the dead. Anaknawa chawagagium, hakayayim, la'a, hamathium. Again, as we celebrate the living, not the dead. And that's not to say that's the only way that we can say it. That was just the most common way that I put it together for y'all today. All right. So anaknawa chawagagium, hakayayim, la'a, hamathium. All right. Most High Christ. Give yourselves a hand. Now the other sentence. It's easy, it's easier, but it is a little trick to it. It's a little bit of a trick to it. All right, so let's see what Aqua Fry had for the other sentence as well, because she had that one in there. Let's see what she had for the other sentence. And the other sentence was the Passover will be wonderful. Passover will be wonderful. All right. Aqua Fry put Anya. Pasakha, apala, anya for future tense. Okay, I got what you're saying. So you use anya for your future tense, and that's how you conjugate it. Pasak, that's why you put that ha on the end. And then pala for wonderful. Okay, Moshe, I see where you was going with that. Now I'm gonna show you what I did. All right, I see where you were going with that. Now, so we put the Passover. Now, Passover is actually it's a masculine word. All right, so it's a masculine word. So let's go to what I put down. And we're gonna get Aqua Tazarah to break this one down. All right, so the Passover will be wonderful. And the sentence that I wrote was ha pasak. We know that haya, right? That haya is to be or will be or shall be. We just put that tha on the beginning of that to make that future tense. And then we put pala for wonderful. So ha pasak tha haya pala. Again, I just made mine as simple as possible. Ha pasak tha haya pala. All right. So Princess Tazarai, let me get you to break that one down for me. Let me get you to break this one down for me. Show me what you got. You to break down ha pasak tha haya pala. You could break that one down for me, Baba Kusha.
Ha is the.
Okay, Most High Christ. That ha is the.
Pasak is Passover.
That's the root word. That's Pasak. That's Passover. Okay. What else you get?
The Tha is future tense.
Tha makes it future tense. And what we make in future tense?
Haya is will be.
Okay, so we just made will be future tense. What else you get?
And Pala is wonderful.
Most High Christ. Now say it all together for me.
Ha Pasak Tha Haya Pala.
Most High Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Y'all give her a hand. Most High Christ. And again, that's not to say that's the only way that we can say it. That's what's another way we can say the same word and mean the same thing. Who knows what's another way we can say this and mean the same thing? It is a little different. Who knows? And Salaki, I don't even think I saluted you, sister. Akwaf Kenyatta Salaki. I'm Yahweh Shamal Bashim Yahweh Shai. We got Akwaf Kenyatta, and I saw you check in. I forgot to salute you, sis. Good to have you in class. What's another way we can say the same sentence and mean the same thing with the way that we talk? Everybody don't use that word wonderful. Right? Everybody, what's another way we can say the same sentence? Who wants to volunteer? Go ahead, Aqua Fryer.
But that won't me. Instead of saying wonderful, can you just say Tawab?
Mosai, give her a hand. Give her a hand. Instead of saying wonderful, we can say Hapasak Haya Tawab. Passover gonna be good. Passover gonna be good. Passover gonna be another one. We can say Passover's gonna be great. All right, Passover's gonna be great. Who knows what the word for? Who remembers what the word for great is? Without you going in your notes. Without you going in your notes, who remember what the word for great is? I'm gonna pull up my other screen because it's same way how when we looked up celebrate, right? It's gonna be the same thing kind of for great. The word that we learned for great in the beginning was gadol, but we were talking about gadol is more like grand or mighty. Not to say that we can't use that, because when you go down that list of definitions, it does say of like importance for gadol. So let me pull that up for you real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. That was one of our words at one point in time. Think right here, yeah. All right, so if I go over here, I had some alternate words we could use for that same sentence. And you see, my second one was Tawab, right? Read my mind, all right? So gadol, again, that's one of the words that we can use for great, but that's like grand or mighty. You know what I'm saying? It was used like it could be big in stature is gadol. All right. Another word we could use is excellent. We could have said Passover is going to be excellent. Now that word excellent, it's a couple of different ways you can say excellent as well. The most common one that I thought that would be accurate for this would be adayar. All right, adayar. Akwaf Tawabaf said Hapasak Dahaya Mapawar. All right, so let us tell us in the chat, what does Mapawar mean? Akwaf Tawabaf. So again, it's just different ways we can say the same thing. We're saying the same thing, just got different ways of saying it. You know what I'm saying? All right, and Akwaf Tawabaf is gonna let us know what Mapawar means. Go ahead and let us know in the chat what Mapawar means. All right. So again, these are a couple more that you can put you can put down in your notes. Glorious, Most High in Christ. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Yep, glorious. It's another word for that glorious too that we can use. I think it's nawar, if I'm not mistaken. But glorious is another one that we can use. Most High in Christ. That's a good one. Mount of war, glorious. All right. So if y'all already got these, I want to pull up that Joshua 24:15 before we get to our we right on the time. But if we got time, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up real quick because I want to show you that glorious anyway. So let's look at that real quick. Because glorious is actually one of the ones that I was going to use. It was another one that came up that started with an N, like Nawar. All right, so for glorious, yep, I bet. So we're gonna go to Psalm 76:4. Where is it at? Where is it? Because that actually has both of them in it. Yep. So you got two of them, two different ones, right? That one that Aqua Tawabaf used, I want to say that's going to be in Psalms 87:3. But if you go to Psalms 76:4, right, and for the interlinear, glorious could also be Nawar. Root word awar. So Nawar is another one that you can use for glorious. All right. And then also in that same one, you have excellent. The same scripture right here uses excellent as well. And that's when you get the adiyar. So again, same words, same ones, but when you look at them, they may have a slight variation. Some of them are describing more of a person. Some of them describing more of an actual event or an occurrence, and that's going to be a difference between your adjectives and your verbs, just depending on how you using that word. So give yourselves a hand. Y'all did a great job. Aqua Bride still trying to read. Can't speak. She's still trying to read. Most High Christ. That's too wild. Real quick, let's look at Joshua 24:15. Let's look at Joshua 24:15. This is the scripture that Aqua Tawabafai put up. Let's go ahead and find it real quick. As for me and my house, right at the end of this scripture, see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Right at the end of this scripture, in the 4 end line, it says, "For as me and my house, we're gonna serve the Lord." And this is a popular scripture, with them Christians. They good for making a poster. They good for making a poster, make some pictures, or to sell you some merchandise. And this is one of them that you will see in a lot of Christians' homes that actually have this up on the wall. I've seen it before. All right, so if you get to the end of this scripture right here, and this is what Aqua Tawabaf had up there. So me and my house. And you don't have to really put the wa on it if you're just saying it the way that that Aqua Tawabaf was saying it. You can just say ya, or you can say bayafya, my house. Abad, we, because that's like conjugation of a naknawa. Abad, we will serve Ath Yahweh. And that's what Aqua Tawabaf put in the chat. And again, this is just I just wanted to pour this up to show you how, again, you can find these same scriptures in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did a great job on that. The water for that Aqua Tawabaf, that fit right into what we was reading into. And we got a little bit more time. So let's jump on some of these scriptures. I see everybody throwing their numbers in there. Aqua Rai said she's gonna set it off with 16. Princess Tazarai said she'll do 17. We got a conflict on 16. Okay, no, we don't. The sisters got it, they got it straight. Aqua the bar is gonna do 16. and we're gonna go from there. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Let's go ahead and pull that up. And look, Akwaf Kenyatta say, "Ain't no rush." So we in here now. Most High in Christ. Hope did everybody enjoy General Muhammad's class on Wednesday? Y'all give me a con or la'a or con in the chat if y'all enjoyed General Muhammad's class on Wednesday. Cap actually got a little bit of a break. We got to enjoy. All got a little bit of a break and got to enjoy General Muhammad's class. His insight into these scriptures is just like laser focus. His wisdom is just unparalleled. His wisdom is unparalleled. I always enjoy, you know what I'm saying, sitting in on his classes on Thursday. So the fact that we got to see him on Wednesday was great. I enjoyed it. Again, the way that he break those scriptures down, he sees so much, you know, and it's funny. Sitting in that church, you can read these scriptures all day long and don't know what the hell they mean. You will think you know what they mean and don't know what they mean, and then you will hear him or hear Cap or hear the men above us break them down, and it makes so much sense. Aqua Fry said she grabbed the new shirt idea. Listen, that Most High in Christ, get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad that y'all were able to enjoy it. Again, it was a pleasure. Then we got to see brothers get raised up. Got to see sisters get get their flowers in class. So it was a really good class. So I'm glad that y'all was able to enjoy it. All right. Now this is Numbers, chapter 22 and verse 16. Let's make sure I'm in the right spot. Yep, we are. Aqua the bar is gonna set it off for us. So whenever you're ready, let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. I don't know why my screen so big. I got my letters real big. Aqua Fry. You can't get half of it on. I got my letters is huge. You can't even get down to the bottom part of it. I got it said just for me. Most High in Christ. All right, so I'll go off the bar whenever you're ready.
Salakia, sir, I can do 18. I was just putting something in the chat. I don't want sis to use all her voice up on 18.
Okay, that's too wild. However y'all work it out. However y'all want to work it out.
The water says, Salakia. We ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Waya Ba'awa.
Okay.
Al.
Yep.
Bala'aim.
Yep.
Waya Amarwa.
You got it.
Lawa.
Yep.
Ka.
Okay.
Amar.
Yep.
Balak.
Yep.
Ban.
Yep.
Oh, Salakia.
No, you too hot. Do you think?
Ban. Tazapawar.
Okay.
Al.
Got it.
Na'a.
Most High in Christ.
The Manai.
Samanai. Yep.
The Manai. Salakia. Mahalak.
Mahalak.
Alia.
You got it. Most High in Christ. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Most High in Christ. Good job. Aqua Friday did with no voice. So for the ones that got all their voice, what's your excuse? She did it with no voice. Most High in Christ. The water Aqua did a great job. This is Numbers chapter 22 and verse 16. And they came to Balaam, and said to him, thus saith Balak, the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. So he's getting ready to go see him. And the son of Zippor is telling him, don't let nothing get in your way. So don't let nothing get in your way. Princess Tazara said she'll be right back. Did she have 17? All right, Most High in Christ. What we got? But he's saying don't let nothing get in your way. So he's getting ready to go see him. I don't know if y'all are not familiar with this story. This is the story where the angel is there trying to stop him, you know, and the donkey see it, but he don't. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Kenyatta said you don't let's say you don't encourage her. Voice with no voice in there read Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. Aquaf Kenyatta. Again, we got most slots whenever you're ready to jump on this screen. You know what I'm saying? Princess Tyler Rice said she had to go get her a drink for this. I got you. This might be a little tongue twister here, but I know you got it though. I know you got it. I'm gonna get it pulled up for when the sister come back. Now that kaya is one that we use all the time. That 4. So that's another one that kind of you want to have as a sight word. When you see it, you kind of know what it is. If y'all haven't noticed, a lot of these words you go right through them because we read them all the time, especially when you're reading what they call quote unquote the Torah. These first 5 books, because of the person, they're not in they're not in first person. So because of the stance that it's in, because there's a lot of the same sayings over, and because of the author of these books, there's certain authors or certain scribes that write certain books, so their style, you know what I'm saying, in the way that they write them. That's why certain books sound the same. That's why certain of them sound the same. They use the same vernacular because you got the same scribe writing them. All right. Moses went up into the mountain. The Most High gave him these first books to write. All right. So he's the author of these. All right. Princess Tazarai is back. Whenever you're ready, Princess Tazarai, I'm gonna have you knock out Numbers, chapter 22 and verse 17.
Kaya.
Yep.
Kabad.
You got it.
Kabadka.
Okay. Akabadka.
Maad.
Yep.
Wakal.
Wakal.
Ashar.
You got it.
Amar.
Amar, thou sayest.
Alia.
Alia. Yep.
Ashar.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Yep.
Walakaha.
You got it. Walakaha.
Na'a.
Most High Christ.
Kwabaha.
That's one of them tricky ones. Kwabaha. That's one of them tricky ones because of that kwa right there.
Laya.
All right.
Af.
Okay. Ha'im, the people. Most High Christ.
Hazan.
That's just this. Give her a hand. Most High Christ, give her a hand. Good job. All right, so this is Numbers, chapter 22 and verse 17. And he says, "For I will promote thee unto very great honor, and I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me. Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people." And that's the thing about all of us. When sometimes we move a little faster when we think we got something coming. You know what I'm saying? We work a little bit hard on payday because we know we're getting that check at the end of the day. People don't tend to get on your nerve on that slave when it's Friday and that check coming. And if you get paid on a bi-weekly, when it's that that first Friday, you don't want to talk to too many people at the slave. But that second Friday, you're a little bit more easy to get along with because this check coming. That's what we've been here for these last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Okay, can I repeat curse? All right, so that for that curse, I want to say it's kwaba. Let's go back to it again. Let's go back to curse. So did I go past it? All right, so for curse, it's gonna be. I think you do drop that I want to say it's quab ha is how you would say it. Now, when you're saying the actual the root word is quabab. Quabab is the root word, but when you're saying it, you're gonna drop the I like you said, aquafra. So the water for that. Quab ha is how you would say that. So you're absolutely correct by dropping that I. All right. But so again, so he think he got something coming, so he want to make sure he go. And again, that we have a tendency to do that when we think we're getting something, we ignore everything that's going on around us. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good thing. That's not a good habit or something that we should do. Should always be aware of your surroundings. All right. So, all right, Aqua Tharapah, you up? You got 18.
Come on, sir.
Let me go ahead and pull it up. You all right? We got it. We're gonna work through
No, it's
it.
Salakia,
not.
sir.
It's not Salakia, sir. It's not you, sir.
Is that?
Salakia, sir. That
Oh, my
18.
bad. You know what? That's Aqua after. I skipped Aqua after bar. How you let me skip you, Aqua after? You not up yet, Aqua after Tharapah. Salaki. Aqua after bar. Said that's mine. Oh, you trying to get my scripture away? Don't even give my scripture away. Most High Christ. Salaki, Aqua after bar. I did not do it intentionally.
No sweat. I know you didn't. It's okay.
All right. If you can see it, let's get it.
Okay. Waya Ein.
Waya Ein.
Bala'im.
Bala'im, yep.
Wayamar.
Yep, Wayamar.
Al.
You got it.
Ibadia.
Ibadia, yep.
Balak.
Balak. Okay.
Yathan.
Yathan, yep. Would give. And we know give is nothing. So yep.
Laya.
Laya, yep.
Balak.
Balak.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Bayathwa.
Bayathwa, most High Christ.
Kasap.
Kasap.
Wazahar.
Wazahar, yep. And them colors that we went over, most High Christ.
La'a.
Yep.
Awakal.
Awakal.
La'Ibar.
La'Ibar, yep. Okay.
Paya.
Paya, yep.
Yahweh.
Most High Christ.
Alaya.
Alahaya.
Alahaya. Salakia.
There you go. Yep.
La'Aishawaf.
Okay.
Quatana.
Most all right. Most High Christ.
Awa.
Awa, yep. Or.
Gadawala.
Gadalha.
Okay, Gadalha.
Gadalha. Because with that Gadal, like when we went over with Great, remember that Gadal has like that Y in it that's just like Shalom. So when we reading that Shalom, it has that Y in it. It kind of rolls over, so you don't really pronounce that Y. So it will be Gadalha. So give her a hand.
Gadalha.
Yep. That's that same Y. Like when you're reading Shalom, I have that Shah, that Y. It'll have that one in it as well. And if you're not careful, you'll read it like the fake Israelites read it. And that's why they be saying Shalom. That's why the fake Israelites say Shalom, because it has that Y in it, but it rolls over. That's put in by the other folks. It's put in by the other folks for their dialect. That's why that Y is in there, all right? And it only shows up, I want to say, when it's an adjective, it puts that Y in it, but the root word of it would be just Gadal. But good job, y'all. Give her a hand. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Knocked it down like it wasn't nothing. All right, so this is Numbers chapter 22 and verse 18. And it says, and Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Most High, my power to do less or more. So he's saying, I know you're offering it up real good, but I'm not going to do more than what the Most High say. But again, we can sometimes be blinded by what we want or what somebody's promising us. That's why it's always good for us to defer to the Most High. Defer to the Most High, defer to counsel. That's the main reason why they, you notice how it says that kasap and that hazahab, that silver and gold. That silver and gold is the main reason why our people so lost and destroyed. And at one point in time, we had a moral compass. We had more morality, and to where you couldn't just buy us off with silver and gold. But nowadays, it's not even thought. Now it's not even a thought nowadays. We'll do anything for money. We'll say anything, act any kind of way on television for money, on the internet for money. You see some of our sisters and our brothers doing things now online you would have never seen 20 years ago. You would have never seen 30. We had too much pride. You would have never seen us do it before, but we're doing now though. If the check right, the money right, as long as that check clear. All right. So good job, great job with that, sis. Last one, Aqua Thara Pa'a. You're up now. This is Numbers chapter 22, verse 19. 22 and verse 19. Aqua Thara Pa'a gonna close us out.
Not all of the possible side effects. Call your doctor right away if you experience any side effects. There's a light within us all.
All right, Aqua Thara Pa'a, you up?
Salakia. I can't see. I don't got my glasses on. Wait, Salakia. Wa'ata.
There you go, Wa'ata. Yep.
Sabah.
Shabawa.
Shabawa.
Before Shabawa. Yep, Shabawa.
North. Bazaar.
Yep, this.
Gum.
Okay.
A
thumb.
A thumb.
Sign Christ.
Halahaya.
Hala Yala. That's that night. Remember, night is La Yala. So Hala Yala.
Hala. Wait, Salakia. Hala Allah.
It's a little tongue twister. So night is La Yala. So this is just Ha La Yala.
Ha La.
Yala.
Ya.
So we're gonna say it together. So Ha La Yala.
Ha La. La. Wait, Salakia.
That's okay. Ha
La
Yala.
La Yala.
Most High Christ. Yeah, that night can be a little bit of a tongue. Now that's one we can use that you know what I'm saying, with each other, especially with our class. We can say good night to Wab La Yala. We can say good night to each other. Now to say it correctly, it would be La Yala to Wab. That would be the correct way. But even if we say to Wab La Yala, we know what we're saying. We know we're saying good night. So good job. What's this next one?
Da. Wadaha. Ma. Wasap.
Okay.
Yahweh.
You got it.
The bar.
Most High Christ.
I am Ma.
I'm mostly give her a hand. Good job. Good job. You didn't need my help at all that time, Aqua Thara. Most High Christ. Good job. Good job. Aqua Farah said she watched an interview with Seinfeld and the guy that he spoke to in the 60s and 70s, being about education and the power of your job, not money and riches, but how the 80s and everything came about, and all the money and expenses. Is that everything changed? Everything changed. Yeah, it was value in being a teacher. Why? Because you was teaching and sculpting young minds. Ain't no value in being no teacher now, because that job don't pay no money. I'll never forget, it was a couple years back now, when that ignorant bride got on there and said she ain't want no no nigga that own no bus, had own the bus driver, own no bus company. That wasn't enough money for her. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't enough money for her, which makes no sense whatsoever, because it shouldn't matter what your job is. It was something back in the day called an honest living. If you was making an honest living, I don't care if you're working at McDonald's and you making an honest living, it shouldn't be no shame in that, because you're not out there hurting nobody for your money. You ain't out there doing nobody wrong for your money. You're not selling drugs to nobody for your money. You're not destroying your brothers and sisters for your money. You're not selling your body for your money. That should be held in a higher regard than what it is. Nowadays, people look at you like you're wrong or something wrong with you because you work at McDonald's. It kills me that this place don't want to pay people that work at fast food a livable wage, but I don't know too many people that don't eat fast food. Everybody eat it. It's everywhere you go, especially in the damn hood. But you don't want to pay people a livable wage. They're supposed to get paid less because they at the place where everybody go, but they should get paid less. They should have 2 and 3 damn jobs. They can't just have one job like everybody else. They should have 3 and 4 jobs. That makes no sense. That's only in this world. That's only in this society. Aqua Farad said McDonald's supervisor was a bomb. Exactly. McDowell's. And then McDowell's, you know what I'm saying? Was held in a higher regard during that time. Now, you know what's crazy about that though? When you look at I forget the brother's name. It's a brother, and he's actually out of Chicago, south side of Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. One of the first franchises of McDonald's that brother owned, it was $1 million McDonald's. It was bringing in millions of dollars for McDonald's. One of the first franchises, a brother was doing it. You know that brother was only making $40,000. When you really study it and break it all down, it was all did to hurt. It was all done to hurt us. It was all done to hurt us, all done to destroy us. But because of the morality that we had, we have better outcomes with it. We looked at each other differently than the way that we look at each other now. Now we look at each other the way that the white man look at us, just like a dollar sign. That's how we look at each other now. We don't look at each other like brothers and sisters like we should. If my brother's out there working, my brother should get paid a livable wage like everybody else. The livable wage actually is about $30 or $40. If not mistaken, I want to say an actual livable wage, it blow your mind, it's actually around $50. Everybody should be making at least $100,000 a year. Everybody. Trash man, McDonald's, Burger King should be making $100,000 a year just because of how they done raised and jacked up the prices on everything else. But you don't see it. They got us living off $10,000 a year, $15,000. Most of our people live in poverty, in abject poverty. We just do better with it, and we've been doing it for so long. We make it look so good. Most of our people are poor though, in abject poverty, hands down. When you start looking at those pay scales, you know what I'm saying, of the other nations, the average household for the white man is around $250,000 a year. The average income for a black family is around between $30,000 and $40,000 a year. That's the average, $30,000 compared to $250,000. The average for an Asian family, as much as they say America first, and they can't stand us, right? They can't stand them foreigners. They kicking Latinos out the country. The average income for an Asian family is like $586,000. It's over $500,000. It has nothing to do with money. They got everything to do with us being God's children, God's chosen people, and that's why they hate us. That's why they can't stand us. You look at a lot of this stuff that's coming out now about the imposter. A lot of this stuff is coming about the main ones. I'll never forget when Cap broke that down in class. It was the main proponent of welfare. And now it's coming out. They be having households 14, 15, 16 deep. The husband's still there, the wife's still there, and they getting a check for every one of them that's in that house, getting millions. You know what I mean? So again, everything that you see is a plot against us. But it shouldn't be nothing wrong with wherever you work if it's an honest living. You should take pride in that and whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? We're going to put that one on chopped and cut. You know, put that over there on chopped and cut, which will be in this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? At the water for all y'all that tune in to Chopped and Cut. You know what I'm saying? We be working hard over there at the water for all the different podcasts, you know what I'm saying, the brothers in the UPK be putting out. Now we're in a town where a lot of the stuff we've been saying since 1969 is coming out, and you got other people saying they're getting millions and millions of views, really just saying what the UPK been saying. You know what I'm saying? On Troop McQuarrie, y'all said dressing like Run DMC. Exactly. Big ass hat, big furry hat, dressing like Run DMC, robbing everybody. But like again, that's a whole nother show. When I say them people are so despicable, and that's not, I don't like Esau, period. I don't like Esau, period. Man, woman, child, none of them. But Amalek is a whole different animal. Amalek's a whole different animal. But we're gonna bring some of that on Chop and Cut. But Amalek is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why the Most High told King Saul to get rid of every last one of them, because Amalek is something else. You feel me? But Numbers 22 and 19, the sister just read. Great job, Aqua. It says, now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Most High will say unto me more. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we should always do. In everything that you do, seek counsel. You know what I'm saying? Seek counsel. We should be wanting to know what the Most High wants of us. If we knew that, if we did that, we wouldn't give a damn about that slave that you work at, because that's all it is at the end of the day. I don't care if you're making 100,000, you're making 150,000, you're making $1 million a year. If you Black, Latino, or Native Indian, you getting paid a fraction of what you are worth. You getting paid a fraction, not even that, of what you are worth. The Most High say this whole earth belongs to you. Everything belongs to you. It's so much wealth in this world that we are unaware of, because we've always been in poverty. Every one of them missiles they pop off, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. Most of us in here, we'll never see $1 million. They shoot, they pop them off like this, $1 million. Trump just told them, today or yesterday, they need $200 billion more for this war. When they haven't even came out and said it was no war. Now you need $200 billion more for it. $200 billion more for it. They have so much wealth that's all generated off Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indigenous. And they have it because they've robbed it from us. The Iranians that's over there now, that's your oil. That's Aqua Dabara oil. That's Princess Tazara oil. That's Aqua Pa'a's oil that they own. They sitting on Aqua Fraya oil over there. That don't belong to them. That land don't belong to them. That fertile crescent, it doesn't belong to them. That belongs to the children of God. You know what I'm saying? That's the right reason why we are poor and we don't have an inheritance to leave our children. And that's why we shouldn't sweat these damn jobs. I don't care what they're paying. And that's also why we shouldn't sell ourselves out, sell our integrity, sell our body, our heart, mind, body, and soul out for a damn check, a piece of paper that they determine the value of. You know what I'm saying? They determine the value of. So that's a great point y'all brought up. We definitely gonna be bringing some of that out on Chopped and Cut. Aqua Tower Bob, damn right, and I know you know it because you know what I'm saying. Aqua Tower Bob on she's an artist. So she know that Tupac line. They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. And that's for real. They done already spent like 11, 12, I want to say about 20 billion on this war already. And it's probably a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? A lot more than that. They have so much wealth. So much wealth. It would make your head spin if you really knew just how much wealth they got. Spending $1 million on lunch. $1 million on lunch. Imagine you spending $1 million on lunch. Aqua off the bar, not dinner, on lunch, just because you can. That's what these people do, man. But y'all did a great job. Y'all did a great job. Now y'all don't get me here teaching. We're gonna be in here like it was on Wednesday with Gentleman Ham, be 10:30. You know what I'm saying? But y'all did a great job. Aqua Thara, since you ended it up, we're gonna start with you. How are you doing tonight?
Sir, Concert.
Okay. Well, look, you did a great job tonight, all right? You did a great job. It was good seeing you. Prince S. Tazara. How are you doing tonight?
This was a 12 class. Right now, I'm just thinking about eating soup.
Eating some soup? What kind of soup? You can't say 10:30 Troop McQuarrie because you ain't on screen.
It's soup.
What kind of soup is that?
It's mushroom soup.
Oh, okay. You got some good stuff over there. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That's all right. That's all right. Aquaf Debar.
As for my tardiness, I got caught up in the craft store. I got an idea for a new garment, and so it just went left.
Hey, look, if you need any testers, you need anybody test and model, you know I'm always available, Aquaf Debar. It's always time for that. Look, me and Maria was thinking about y'all last night because they came. I know y'all when y'all was watching the show when they said that the Black Party's got is a trail ride thing. Bring your cowboy hats and your cowboy boots. I'm like, damn man, I ain't got no cowboy hat, no cowboy boot. So now I'm online looking, right? And then I see something. I'm like, man, if I would have knew in time, I would have hollered at y'all so y'all could have UPK'd it up. You know what I mean? It would be straight. So now my hat gonna be all plain. You know what I'm saying? I did. Then I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, give me an old poncho. Want a Mexican poncho? I was gonna hide, you know, hey. But it's all right though. I'm gonna wear it. I might just have to get it to y'all after the Passover to get it straight. You got
sure?
You got one? Let me know.
You got time.
Okay, well look, if you got time,
if you get it to me,
you got time. I'll find some money somewhere. I will find some kasap somewhere. Now. All right, I will find some somewhere. All right, most I quite the water. I appreciate it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I know we're gonna have a good time down there. I can't wait to see everybody. We all get together. Damn right, Aqua Tal Bob. She says she can't wait either. McQuarrie, y'all are trying to keep y'all in here at 10:30 because he ain't on screen, so he's trying to keep y'all in here at 10:30. It don't count when you're on screen. Truth McQuarrie, y'all. You gotta be on screen to vote for the time. You in chat. Go ahead, Princess Tazara.
Can I show you something I bought?
What you got? What you got? I thought you were ready, Princess Tyler. Right? You gotta go upstairs. You gotta go all the way downstairs. What you got? What you got? That's a disco ball.
It's a cup.
Okay, yeah. Look, you right on time for Passover. That's gonna be all right right there.
I got one for me and one for mommy.
Most right, y'all give my hand. Look, that's right on time for Passover. Right on time for Passover. Good job. Look, Officer 1000 Mataz Zachariah say shots fired. Troop McCall, y'all. Shots fired. Shots fired. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, with no voice, breaking down scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Aqua for Aya.
So, like you, sir, this was a Tawab class.
What's on cry?
And please don't make any more orders with Sister Bar because then it's going to go to my department. She know what she doing.
Look, I saw that dog on Poncho last night. I was like, yeah, but if I can get a couple shields on this thing,
I'm over here cutting stuff now.
Nah, I already know y'all are, man. I know y'all are. It's gonna be good though. But yeah, it's gonna be good. The water for y'all services. I saw a couple things today that I was like, yeah, I got to give me a couple of those. I saw a couple things my brother sent me today. I was like, yep, I want all that. I want all of that. Yep, beast mode. I mean priest mode. I want all of that. Sure do. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. That I know. Hey, I'm gotta get in line. I gotta get in line because Officer Mataz Zachariah always stay fresh. You know what I'm saying? Always stay fresh. I'm taking that council one day. He get all the new clothes out of one. All new clothes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but that's all right though. That's my brother there. You know what I'm saying? But y'all do a great job. Y'all did a great job tonight. It was a really good class. It's almost time. It's the 20th. Y'all see how fast that time went by? Get out of hand. That time went by quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all off screen, get y'all up out of here tonight. That time went by fast. It's already the 20th. Y'all did a great job tonight. And we're gonna be back in here again. We got another week, 2 weeks, and it's gonna be that time, man. It's gonna be that time. So the water, y'all did a great job tonight. I'm going to get y'all off screen so we can get on up out of here for the night. The water. And if that was your first time, checking out the class, this is the Lashawan Qadash class. I promise you, the students have not You know what I'm saying? They didn't grow up speaking Hebrew. They just be at class all the time. They be at class. They take it serious, and you can see it. You can definitely see it. Everybody did a great job reading. They did a great job reading. Damn right, Prince Aqua Bob. I'm excited as well. We're gonna have a good time. It's always the Passover is always exciting. The Passover is always exciting, and that's one of the things, you know what I'm saying. The scriptures, the Lord says that whatever you lose, you know what I'm saying, coming to serve Him, that you're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back sevenfold, tenfold, 100-fold. And that's something that even now, even in this kingdom, you see it coming in here. You might lose family, but you're gonna gain family coming in here. You're gonna lose them Christmases and Mother's Day, but you're gonna gain the Passover. You're gonna gain righteous, high holy days that the Lord told us to come together to celebrate Him destroying our enemies. Destroying our enemies. Damn right. Aqua Fry said she can't wait to see the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Destroying our enemies. That's what we should be celebrating. In the world, you work all year long just to give credit for every gift you do go by. So some fat white dude breaking into your house, committing a damn breaking and entry. Well, if you celebrating what the Lord say celebrate, you actually celebrating the Lord destroying your enemies. Think about all the enemies that we have. Right now, America is starving Cuba out. Those Cubans, those are our brothers and sisters. They starving them out. Starving them out. Won't let no, they got a total blackout right now. No power. And I was reading a story, which is so crazy because they say one of the first casualties of it being no power, all those brothers and sisters that take dialysis. Y'all may know people in your own lives that right here in America that's on dialysis, right? Because all the damn poison they feeding us. And now your body break down and you on dialysis. Well, them brothers and sisters over there in Cuba that's on dialysis, they can't get their dialysis. So they just die. Because ain't no power. They just die. That's what this place is doing right now in 2026. Not because they need it, not because Cuba attacked them, but because they got something that America wants. Just to be vile, just to be wicked. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm not letting nobody else bring, they're not even saying that America was giving them the oil, and now we're not gonna give you no. They're saying that I'm not gonna let nobody else give you no oil. This is what they're doing. This is what America does. This is supposed to be the greatest country on the planet. This is who we serve. This is who we believe in. We proud to be an American. How you proud to be a damn American when they starving these people out just because they can? That's what you're proud of. How you proud when we got people here that can't eat, making $10 an hour, $15, $20 an hour, but you dropping bombs and missiles costing $1 million every shot just because you can. This is these people, and Passover is the celebration of the Lord destroying our enemies like that. That's what the Passover is about. That's why it's going to be so great when we get together. So again, the water for everybody joining us tonight. Everybody that wasn't able to be on screen but still came to class. I'm gonna get these announcements and get us on up out of here for tonight. Y'all did a great job as usual. Where we at? Get these announcements for you. So we can go ahead and get up out of here. I'll just start until I find it. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of this Bible, and that truth is that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native, Indigenous are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites. We the main story. We the main character in that story. In that same Bible, that very same Bible, the oppressor, the colonizers, the ones that's starving out Cuba right now, the ones that's dropping bombs on Iran just because they feel like it, the ones that's taking all the land that they promised was going to go to somebody else after they done already conquered all the doggone land through rape, robbery, and genocide. Them, the oppressor, the colonizer, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the reason why we don't know that It's because we've been in that church, and that church don't teach you what's in that Bible. That's why we're not affiliated with any Christian organization or any fake Israelite group. Rule for new brother and sister coming to the school. They are off limit. Look, my brother, right? I'm up here, thumbs just working. My brother got me. Most I ain't quite the water out of one. Rule for new brother and sister coming to school. They off limits for a year, 1 year. They are to be saluted only. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. They here to shed themselves of the world. All right. After a 6-month period, year period, if a brother or sister got to have an interest in another particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which a brother and sister will court each other. And after this period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. And that's a very, very important thing. Give brothers and sisters a chance to get in here and get their feet wet, get grounded. You know what I'm saying? Get grounded like that, like Christ was saying, that good foundation. Let that root, you know what I'm saying, sink in, and they can get grounded in here and really get the world off on before you're worried about courting or getting some damn body. That's what they done did to us in the world. In the world, that's what we were to this oppressor. They sex slaves, they sex toys, and it's all we think about now. It's all we think about now. We don't look at the value of a person. We don't look at the value of a sister. Look at the value of a brother. And that's what we got to learn to do, learn to get back to in here. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means my Ishara, or 10 or a tenth. 10% of every penny that the Most High give you belongs to the UPK. It belongs to the get that to the treasury. That belongs to the Most High. 90% is you. The other 10% belongs to the Most High. There's also a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, and whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Lord's 57th Passover, April 4th, in Houston, Texas. And I know y'all done seen some of them damn despicable pictures of our folks down there for spring break, but we going to Houston to show them how it's supposed to be done. All right, we're going to go down there to show them how it's supposed to be done. It ain't going to be no fighting one another and killing one another and acting a damn fool because we're around each other. We're going to show them how brothers and sisters really, how family supposed to act when we get together. You know what I'm saying? If a brother wants to be a trooper, you want to be a trooper, you want to come in here and get some of this work, you want to be a trooper, whatever path you want to take coming up in here. If you want to be a sister to come to school, you can't be no trooper, but you definitely can be a part of this school. Like you saw all the beautiful sisters up here on stage tonight. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with you calling that number 757-550-1204, 757-550-1204. Call that number, come and get in class. We in class every day. And then every day we in class. And if you in the Norfolk area, 840 Suite F, Church Street Plaza, you know what I'm saying? Come on in and learn what that Bible actually says. We just want to say the water to all the Akim that came in tonight. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabaraka Thumb, to all the Akim and to all the Akwathin, to all the sisters. Yahweh Shema, Allah Thumb, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Again, y'all did a great job tonight. And we're going to come in here and do it again. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share, subscribe, all the classes, all the videos. And until next time, again, the Lord's 57th Passover is a couple of days away. If you haven't got yourself together, hey, you're running out of time very fast. Pay that Passover fee, pay those tithes, and hey, we're going to see y'all soon. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And you know what time it is. It's the Lord's 57th annual Passover, and it's going to be held in Houston, Texas on April 4th. Don't forget, bring your family, bring your friends, because this is going to be the time that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans can come under one roof in one house and to serve the Lord. It's that time. $200 per person. Don't forget, over the age of 17. Don't forget the Lord's Passover. It's coming.
Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one. It was written.